Hello, and welcome to
Hello.
episode 5 of the
5,
Bonehead Sports Podcast.
part a billion.
This is our NFL episode for the week. And,
And we are both suffering from
yes.
mad allergies.
In our state, pollen run rampant
everywhere.
everywhere.
I washed my car like 5 days ago, and it's already full of
I've
pollen.
given up.
I just wait for the rain to wash it off at this point.
It was crazy because it rained like torrential rain a couple days ago, and then the next morning,
pollen
everywhere.
Yeah.
It was back.
And there was a tornado.
Yeah, it was a tornado. It was in my mom's work actually.
I was working while it was pouring.
Yeah, I was just watching anime. I was like, oh, tornado.
Bro, I heard that there's this anime that came out. I forgot what it was about, but I heard it was really good.
Okay.
I know what it's about. I forgot the name. It's about this kid who wants to become king, and his dad is a giant, but his son
it's
is
Shield Hero season 2, possibly.
And then his son is cursed to be weak.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Shield Hero. Everyone has told me it's really good. I want to watch it.
I've heard that it's good. Anyway, no weeps here.
On topic here. So I guess the biggest
before we get
thing.
started,
oh, yes.
Make sure to follow on TikTok. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube.
Like the video.
Like the video.
Notifications.
Give it a thumbs up. Turn on the notification bell.
Smack that bell.
Smack that like button. Give it a big ol'.
Oh yeah.
And make sure to share with your friends.
Yes.
Well, get the word out there. We're always looking.
Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Your dog. Your neighbor. Co-workers. Cat too. No cat discrimination in this podcast. But I guess the biggest thing that started, biggest thing NFL-wise that's happened, I was thinking is Bobby Wagner to LA.
I think Bruce Arians is bigger.
We can talk Bruce Arians then, because it is a big deal.
Yeah. Like, one of the best head coaches of all time just was like, oh, I'm going to retire.
All my friends say he's super overrated.
Your friends are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah. There's like, who's Tom Brady, bro? He's just gonna be good regardless.
Yeah.
And they also talk shit about Bill Belichick. I'm like,
but literally the greatest head coach of all time. But it was definitely a surprise because after, like, I didn't expect any surprise retirements after Sean Payton retired earlier this season.
And Sean Payton was kind of like, it was kind of noticeable. It was like Sean Payton died. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, he's been doing it for like a million years.
I mean, Bruce Arians has been doing it for a million years too. He's like, I think he's at a 60.
I was like, with Sean Payton, I kind of understood because the Saints were like average at the time, you know. But like Bruce Arians just came off Super Bowl like 2 seasons ago, and like they're still good.
Last season,
Tom Brady unretired, and then you retire, like.
Well, apparently Tom Brady knew that he was retiring before he like came back officially because I mean you got to tell someone that you're planning on retiring.
Yeah.
They are like coming to your team, you know.
Yeah. Coming back.
But I think Todd Bowles is a fine replacement. Like the staff is staying intact, so I don't think anything's gonna change.
That's the thing that was important. If you just keep people if you just promote instead of throw someone else random in, you know, that mess up the chemistry.
And Bruce Arians is still gonna be there. He's just in front office now.
Yeah.
So he'll still be around.
But I wonder what he would do in front office. Like,
I think he's like a player personnel person.
I can see that. He's a big player coach. I can see that.
He yells at people.
Yeah.
He said he curses at everyone.
I think that's the only way to do it. Until you have Antonio Brown, who's sensitive, and you get cursed at. You're like, nah. And, you know, granted, Antonio Brown's ankle was basically broken, but you know.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. There's both sides to that.
Yeah.
I can see, but he didn't have to handle it the way he did.
Quick question: you have the Mexican flag behind you, on your wall?
Where?
Over your right? Yeah.
That's not the Mexican flag.
Just from a distance.
Looked the wrong way. It's two hands with an I.
Oh.
My sister drew it.
Okay.
And stuck it on my wall. So there's also Powerpuff Girls smoking a joint right there.
I couldn't see that one.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Usually you can't see that because the camera's over there. But back to football.
Yes.
Todd Bowles is a good head coach though. Like he went with the Jets. He was the Jets head coach, but when they had actual talent, they went 10-6, and then they sucked because they didn't get him anything. They didn't give him anything. But I think the Bucks will be just fine.
Yeah.
And I think that they'll run through the NFC, other than the Rams, at this point. There's not really any super powerhouse teams in the NFC this year, other than the Rams and the Bucks.
I can see them losing to like a game, Arizona.
I mean, like, there's no like super elite teams like the AFC has.
Yeah.
Like, the AFC is completely stacked, and the NFC is like, oh, you have the Bucks and the Rams, maybe the Packers, depending on how they fill that Devontae Adams void.
They haven't done anything yet, so they're probably waiting for the draft.
Yeah. Might trade for DK Metcalf. Who knows?
I mean, DK Metcalf isn't bad.
Yeah.
I don't think he's amazing, but like he has potential. He's still young.
He's better than what they have on their roster.
Yeah, and he'll look fantastic with Aaron Rodgers. So.
Yeah. But I think this is the Bucks' division to lose. I don't think they're gonna anyone's. I mean, the Saints always somehow manage to beat them twice in the regular season, and the Saints always manage to somehow be better than everyone expects them to be.
Well, now they don't have Sean Payton, so maybe that might be different.
I mean, their staff's the same basically. It's just their defensive coordinator got promoted.
That's true.
So the staff is basically entirely.
Did they make him the head coach?
Who?
The defensive coordinator. They make him the head coach?
Yeah, he's the head coach, yeah.
Okay.
So their defense is still going to be pretty good. Their offense, Michael Thomas is coming back.
Yep.
Jameis Winston was playing good last year before he got hurt.
And he's there again.
Jameis Winston, comeback play of the year, calling it right now.
Yeah. I can see that, 100%. I like J-Bo. Jabu? Is it Jabu or J-Bo?
JW.
I thought he had like
I have no idea.
Like a
All
weird
I
nickname.
know is the E and W.
That was what a good bite. It's like you put into like a crisp apple.
I don't know what was going through his mind when he did that.
I think he was just like really in the moment and not thinking. You know?
Yeah.
Which is respectable.
But
he goes like Jabu, yeah, that's funny.
I could see the Saints getting into the playoff. Like, they could easily be a wild card team this year because, other than the 4 division winners in the NFC, like, who do you really have? Like, we have obviously the Rams and the Niners.
We won't win the division because we play with the Rams.
We won't win the division, but you'll still be a wild card.
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
The Packers will probably win their division. Maybe the Vikings.
Vikings could.
I could easily see the Vikings winning that division.
I still win the division too, yeah. Because if the Packers can add like DK Metcalf or if they get DK Metcalf and then a good draft pick, I can see them winning division. But I feel like it's a better, like it's a safe bet to say the Vikings.
Yeah.
Because they're already like kind of like a well orchestrated, like a well-oiled machine.
Their defense is a bit spotty, but
yeah,
their offense is a lot better.
And I feel like Justin Jefferson's only going to get better every year.
And Adam Thielen's coming back.
He's back. Kirk Cousins back on a
healthy.
What? It's a 1 year or 2 year Kirk Cousins.
I think this was his last year, and then he got extended another year after this.
Okay. Year. So he has some contract what's it called, like stability, you know.
Yeah.
So
they gave him 1 year, like $35 million, all guaranteed. Like. That man's secure in the bag.
Yeah, bro. Whoever his agent is got to get a piece of that. Like, a good piece of that.
I mean, he's a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. But just, like, to be able to secure the bag like that, you know, that's impressive. Why is there toilet paper on my desk?
Christian... Bro, he must have Christian Kirk's agent, bro.
Yeah. I don't know why there's toilet paper on my desk.
But we
That was
could
weird.
sit here. We could be sitting here in November, December, and be like, "Wow, Lions are a playoff team. They're a wild card team. They could sneak in the 7th
They
seed."
had a lot of games last season where they could have won. Like,
Yeah,
so many came down to a field goal.
and they've had a decent free agency so far, and
And they're
I
being
hope.
Hard Knocks, so.
Yeah, I actually have that on the
Yeah.
topic list.
Hard Knocks has a weird thing to where, like, you either be really good that season or absolute dog shit all year.
Like the Chargers, like the Colts last season.
Mhm.
They were either end of the spectrum. They went
Mhm.
from they could be a sleeper Super Bowl team, and then they lose to the Jags.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think the Cowboys were on a couple years ago, too, right?
yeah.
And then that's when Dak
I'm
got
sad
hurt.
that I'm sad that they're going back to doing it over like the summer though.
Mhm.
I like it better in season with the Colts last year.
Yeah.
Because you got to see a lot more.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
seeing how Jonathan Taylor was like so praised during the season because
Mhm.
of what he was doing,
Mhm.
had a phenomenal year,
Yeah.
and it's more insightful to see it during the season than just like training camp or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's Jared Goff's 3rd time being on Hard Knocks.
Were they on it the year they went to Super Bowl with LA? Was that them?
I think they were on it 2016 when they moved to LA.
Okay.
2019 after they missed the playoffs, and then now the Lions are on it because they went 9-7 after.
I'm pretty hyped to see their head coach more.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
behind
that's
the
the main
scenes.
reason why they picked
Yeah.
it. Because of
Everybody
Dan
loves that
Campbell
guy, you know?
biting kneecaps.
Yeah, bro. I want to see, like, all, like, those behind the scene, like motivational speeches and all that.
Yeah.
It'd be better
And-
in mid-season for that, but, like, it's okay.
Yeah. Do you think it would be unreasonable for the Lions to win 6 or more games? Like, let me pull up their schedule real quick, because last time I checked,
I'll look up as well.
it looked fairly, like, reasonable. There's no dates. Okay,
So
hold
it's
on, let
the
me-
Commanders, Bears,
yeah,
Cowgirls,
look at this.
Bears, Packers, Vikings, Eagles.
I looked up the Lions schedule for 2022 and it showed me like some random college team.
I can definitely see them winning 5 games.
I
Five
could see
games,
them-
6 games.
I could see them beating
Probably.
I could see them beating the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them beating the Bears twice because I think the Bears are going to be last place in that division. So that's 3 wins.
I can see them possibly beating the Vikings if it comes
I
down
could
to like
see
a
them
last
splitting
minute.
the Vikings.
Yeah.
I could see them splitting the Vikings. So that's
Eagles
4.
for sure.
I could see them beating the Eagles. I could see them. I don't see them beating the Dolphins.
Jets and Giants. I definitely see.
I could
that.
see them beating the Jets and Giants
Jacksonville
and the Panthers and
Dude.
the Jaguars and Seahawks.
Mhm. So I
like,
think
10 wins isn't out of the realm of possibility.
I want to go with 5 just to be safe because it's still football and it can come down to any given play.
like 10 is their season, like their
yeah,
ceiling.
yeah,
But like I wouldn't be surprised with how soft their schedule is. Like I could see them also beating the Patriots. I could see them also maybe upset,
Yeah.
like splitting with Green Bay. Like all of that isn't out of the realm of possibility.
yeah.
So
I agree with you on 10. Definitely their ceiling. Maybe an 11 if they get a good lucky game. You know.
Because like they were really competitive last year,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of their games were 1-score games
Yeah.
that just didn't go their way. And now this year, with another year within the system, getting better players, it's gonna be easier for them to win those.
Yeah.
close
Comparatively
games.
to their season last year, the
Their
NFL just
season last year
they
was
felt sad.
brutal.
They were like,
I mean,
we're
they
sorry.
got a last place schedule. That's
Yeah,
like,
it's just
that's-
like I just feel bad for them. The NFL's like, we're gonna make you play all the best teams in the league. Good luck.
But I mean, yeah,
they beat
I
the
mean,
Cardinals. Though.
that was shocking.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. I feel like that was more because of the Cardinals' dysfunction.
And they
than
beat the Vikings in Green Bay last year, so I feel like they can definitely take
yeah.
Green Bay.
And
this year.
but the first time they played Green Bay, they were leading at halftime, and then
They blew the lead.
Jared Goff fumbled the bag, low-key.
Yep.
But it was more than just his fault.
Yeah.
Because the weather started being shitty, and it just affected everyone. And eventually, the talent is just going to catch up because they don't have that much talent compared to Green Bay, or at least last year.
This year, they have more, depending on what they do.
Yeah. Especially if they get Aiden Hutchinson at number 2.
Yeah, I definitely see him winning 6. 6, I feel like, is almost a guarantee.
I think their over-under is 5.5.
I'm going to knock on wood, because I don't want to jinx the Lions. I feel like everyone wants the Lions to be good. But
this is probably... I wish you could bet in North Carolina.
Yeah, you can to a degree, but not like a good bet, I guess.
Yeah, not like I can't just hop on FanDuel.
Yeah.
And I'm not even 21, so
yeah,
couldn't do it anyway.
How are they gonna know?
You know what? Fair enough. But like, the Lions are on the track to be a good team. Like, in a couple years, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in like making deep playoff runs. But it all comes down to like, what do they do at quarterback? Like, do they keep Jared Goff around? Because we've seen that if you put the team around him, he could bring you to a Super Bowl.
To a degree, yes.
It might not be easy, but it's possible. Like, he's been there. It's not impossible. Or do you draft someone and get rid of him? But like, who do you draft?
Yeah.
I feel like they shouldn't draft a quarterback this year, and just ride with Jared Goff because the quarterback class this year is not as strong. And worst comes to worst, you do bad next year, the quarterback class is a lot stronger next year.
Yeah.
And you can get like a Bryce Young or someone like that.
Yeah. I just don't like Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Yeah. Have you seen the Tiny Meat podcast?
No.
It's like these two comedians, and one of them met Jared Goff, and Jared Goff was convinced he knew one of them, so the guy just started lying because he had no idea. And I was like, damn, Jared Goff, like, really? Like, it doesn't say a lot about him.
I feel like Jared Goff gets so much hate now that he's a little underrated because he's still top 20 quarterback.
Yeah.
And people
top 20 given any week, I feel like.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, he's not like a Baker Mayfield. Like, he's better than Baker Mayfield. You can't. No. Don't even think about it. No.
I feel like the situation with Baker was just he was in Cleveland.
No. He's ass. Baker is literally ass. If you watch the tape, he's inaccurate, makes bad decisions, and his footwork is shitty. Like, it's not there for him. It's not.
But like, if you look at Jared Goff, okay.
Okay, Jared Goff, yes, he doesn't have the strongest arm, but he most of the time makes good decisions. He has good pocket presence. He's not he's not inaccurate.
Like,
he can make
Baker
throws.
Mayfield kind of just jumps back and forth in the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Jared Goff,
doing a bunch of this.
Sure, he's not like the most athletic quarterback, but he's smart-ish. He makes like better decisions than Baker at least, and has like a better arm, and is more accurate.
Yeah.
But who's better, Jared Goff or Jimmy G?
Jimmy G.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty.
Do you think the Niners ride with Jimmy G?
The way it's looking, it's weird because last season it was really like this is his last one. Without saying it, like this is his last season.
Yeah.
And then like even like after the last game, like the pretty sure the GM or owner, I can't remember, was like he would dap up all the players and walking by, and then he's like pulled Jimmy aside and gave him a hug, saying like thank you. So that's like a sign of like it's over.
The consensus belief was that Jimmy G. Was
and then we're gonna focus on Trey Lance, but now he's still here because no one wants him because of his shoulder injuries.
And he has nowhere to go anymore.
The
only place I would see him realistically going right now is maybe the Seahawks, but they're not gonna trade him in division.
Yeah.
And other than that, all the other teams have fulfilled their quarterback spot, at least for the time being.
So I think for this year,
I
nothing
think
better to
Jimmy
do
G
but stay with
starts.
them.
I think Jimmy G starts this year, and if he plays bad, they bench him for Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
I agree.
But if Jimmy G doesn't get hurt, I don't see him playing bad enough to get benched. Because when he's healthy, the 49ers, like, he wins.
Yeah.
Like, he might not be the best, but he always
I feel like last year was a big improvement to the season before that. Like, his big problem was in, like, crunch time situations, getting the ball up the field. And he did that a couple times last year. Granted, against Green Bay in Week 2, I was pretty sure. He did it too fast, but still he did it. He got the ball up the field.
We're sitting here, we could have possibly, if one interception got caught by some certain individual,
Twisky Tart. Yep.
we could have seen the 49ers
in the Super Bowl.
I feel like if the 49ers made it to the Super Bowl the way the Bengals played, the 49ers would have had a very good
I don't
want
to think about that.
I know that it hurts.
I don't.
But Jimmy, like...
Because it would have been a home game, too. It would have been a home game, basically.
Yeah, it would have been a home game, basically. And if they win that Super Bowl, we're sitting here and we're like, is Trey Lance a wasted of draft picks? Like, if Jimmy G gets them that ring, we're sitting here looking at Trey Lance completely differently.
I think it just makes that so hard because, like, you can't forget the beginning of the season where, like, it looked rough. Granted, we had some injuries, but, like, it looked really rough beginning of the year. Then out of nowhere in, like, week, like, I think 8, we turn up. I don't know what happened. Like, week 6 to week 8, around there. Just turned up crazy.
I think George Kittle came back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like the problem with the 49ers is that they need like another weapon. Because like George Kittle's injury prone, Deebo Samuel got injured a little bit last year. Yeah. And if you're using him the way that he's being used, he's gonna be more likely for that. And then Brandon Ayuk is a decent too.
Maybe if Brandon Ayuk turns it up, that's what we need. But like I don't really believe that.
We
don't have a first round pick.
They don't have a first this year. I say you take a wide receiver in the second.
Might as well, yeah. Like, that's really the best we got.
I mean, I feel like they're stronger needs at cornerback.
But we got a corner from Kansas City.
Yeah.
But that's one side of the field.
I mean, and a little safety help.
Yeah.
Would probably not be that bad.
Our safeties aren't bad. It's just they're perceived bad because of the fucking dropped interception. You know, like
Tart. Yeah. Just. How much did that hurt you watching that? Did you watch that live?
I couldn't watch any of the games live because I didn't watch the wild card game because I was just like, I just couldn't watch it. We won, so I was like, okay, well I can't watch any of the games now because we'll win, and we won the next game, and I was like. Why I really can't now because like
so you're superstitious,
dude. Like it's bad. Like it's really bad.
You have watch parties this year?
I'm down.
You can come over and watch it on my TV.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm bad superstitious. Like it's.
We can watch Red Zone.
You have Red Zone?
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, my superstition is like bad, dude. Like it's real bad.
See, the way I do it is my family gets a Sunday ticket.
Oh, okay.
So we have the way I do it. My dad is like an old head and only wants to watch one game, and that's the Bills game.
Yeah.
But the way I do it is I usually have like the Bills game here, but if we're watching it together, I could put the Bills game on. Like we could do like it's like 4 corners. We can have like one game like Red Zone up here. And then have the audio for that, and then 3 other teams.
Yeah.
Like,
your Red Zone's nice. I've only had to like I guess used it like once or twice. Very nice. Just kind of hard to like.
Yeah.
You know. Because then like you're looking at like
everything, and they kind of do it for you.
Like you're kind of watching one game, and all of a sudden you see in the bottom everyone's celebrating. You're like, what happened?
What happened? But when you have it with other games, like on. It kind of is like a little behind, so you see it happen, and then it pulls up on Red Zone like 30 seconds later.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool.
But anyway, since we're still on the topic of 49ers, Frank Gore, NFL legend, officially retired, signed a one-day contract and retired as a 49er.
What a goat.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
100%.
Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly. I had his jersey. That was my first football jersey. Was Frank Gore.
Do you still have it?
Probably somewhere in like a box because I was young when I got that thing. I was really young.
See, we could both relate to watching Frank Gore play because he was on the Bills for a little bit.
Yeah, bro. Frank Gore in his prime, dude, was a beast.
I'm sad he never got a ring.
Yeah.
But 16,000 rushing yards, 13. It's kind of nice that he ended it. It's exactly 16,000.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's it. Like, no more, no less. And
I think his career was so good every other aspect besides a ring.
He was doubted all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was doubted along the whole path.
Mm-hmm. And he just every season kept producing. Even when he was older, like he still put up.
Still give you like 600 yards a year.
Yeah.
Like, and his fucking shoes, bro. His shoes. My mom would make a comment every time. He's like, "How could he play football with those shoes?" And I'm like,
"It don't matter." Because Frank Gore.
For like 20 years.
It's Frank Gore. That's why.
And to see
you give him freaking flip flops, he'll still get 600 yards.
To like see a man who tore his ACL twice in college and plummet his stock to go to the third all-time rushing leader all time is just phenomenal.
I'm not gonna lie. When he fought Darren Williams, I was like, Frank, don't do this. Frank, this is getting really bad, and it did.
The Niners should retire his jersey.
I think they will. I think it's undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Did you see that? Colin Kaepernick is working out at Michigan's.
I did see that.
Like pro day, halftime of their pro day.
I think he 100% deserves a spot. Like
he said, he's willing to be a backup.
Yeah, give him the chance.
I feel like the Seahawks should give him a chance.
There's a lot of teams who need a backup.
He could be the starter for Seattle.
Yeah.
Because they have Drew Lock's cock, bro.
They do have Drew Lock.
And
why is that a nickname? Does he have like crazy dick game that I don't know about, or like?
No. There's just a meme where it's like Drew Lock horse cock. I don't know.
I think Drew Lock got some fucking crazy dick game in college. I think that's what it sounds like.
I don't know, man. And it rhymes, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Drew Lock,
Colin Kaepernick could go. How old is he? He's in his 30s, right?
Yeah, for sure. Probably like 33.
I spelled his name wrong. I put it with a K, as in colon.
He's 34.
Jeez.
He is pretty old.
But he's been working out all the time.
Yeah.
Like he's been ready. Did you watch his Netflix special?
I'm not.
He compared the combine to slavery. And said that people poke and prod the people and judge them based on their physical attributes. Which I guess, but
isn't that
they sign up for it?
It was also just the point of the combine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not required to go to the combine. They didn't really have a choice with the other option. This one, they easily have a choice. Some of the high draft picks don't even do the 40 time because they don't want to get hurt. It's really if you have high draft stock, there's no point to go to the combine other than to definitely secure your top spot.
You know what's crazy?
What?
How much Frank Gore's son looks like him.
How much what?
Frank Gore's son looks like him.
Yo, Frank Gore Jr.? Where does his son go?
Southern Mississippi.
Do you bro, draft him right now. I'm sad that Frank Gore's gone, bro. I wanted him to play one more year. Because he didn't play last year. And played on the Jets the year before.
I ain't gonna lie, Frank Jordan Jr. had a pretty good year.
Yeah?
From freshman, 801 yards, 5 touchdowns, average 4 yards. What is ATT?
I have no idea.
Well, his ATT was 179.
179.
He had one game, 123 yards.
Is it me or does it's like I feel bad for like the sons or daughters of like very good athletes.
No doubt.
Like Braun Jr. Has
he's
to live up
fucked.
to the, yeah.
Like,
I don't even it doesn't even seem like he's gonna be like a top draft pick. But
wherever he goes.
But like, do you take him high? Because you know LeBron's a package deal with him. So like, do you take him early?
I mean,
so
Lonzo Ball was
LeBron
drafted
too?
second. No, because of his dad.
No way, ain't no way. LaMelo Ball or Lonzo Ball?
Both were drafted
LaMelo's
second.
better.
LaMelo's good, but Lonzo Ball drafted second to the Lakers.
And I don't. That doesn't make sense to me.
So like that's just like to put into perspective, you know. Andrew Bennett.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, but that's basketball. We're not talking about basketball.
Yeah.
That's what we got a basketball episode for. Yes. Make sure to check it out.
But something we haven't talked about yet, which I'm surprised we just have. Like we've gone down a path.
I want to talk about the new overtime rules.
Have we talked about Bobby Wagner yet?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, I was because that's a big deal. I feel like we should talk about that first.
Yeah.
Like, do you think they're certified best defense in the league now?
I don't know if there's a one certified best defense.
Okay, how about NFC?
Yes.
Who do you think is before them in the league?
I think it's between them and Buffalo. Because Buffalo had a really good defense last year, and they added Von Miller.
Yeah.
They just got better.
But then, same thing.
And Tre'Davious White's coming back.
The Rams had a really good defense last year, and they added Bobby Wagner, who's a younger Von Miller, basically.
They're like the same age, bro.
Oh, they are?
Bobby Wagner's like 31. They're like a year difference.
Yep, 31. You're right. Shit.
Yeah. So like they're around Von Miller's 32, Bobby Wagner's 31. They're around the same age. And
alrighty.
We get bro. I feel like if we had Tre'Davious White in that playoff game last year, we would have won.
Yeah, I mean a lot of things have happened for you guys to win.
Yeah. Especially the new overtime rules.
Look at that! Look at that segue. Look at that.
Yeah, we barely talked about Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, that's fine. That's just a Rams.
Bobby Wagner, good.
Yes.
Good for the Rams. I don't know how they find the money to pay people. I don't understand how they find the money to pay everyone.
This is how I read it.
Because they're also apparently working on an Aaron Donald extension, and they're probably going to pay him like $1 billion. Like, how do they're just playing with no cap. Like, Madden no cap turned off.
This is like the MLB right now. This is what's happening. Like,
but overtime rules, your opinion?
Fantastic. It could have been better, but it's good right now.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have went the college route, where it's like you keep going back and forth until someone can't score. Preferred that. I
prefer, especially the way the league is going, where offense is more favored.
But this is still, it gives you
baby steps.
Baby steps, yeah.
Because
at least they what's it called? Like they actually did it, you know, and they weren't just like, this is how it is.
Usually NFL. It takes like a while for them to change stuff.
I think because just a lot of players were like, yo. Like,
we need this.
That shit was ass. Like, let's fix this.
They're calling it the Josh Allen rule.
As it should be.
Yeah, because, like, if you have this phenomenal quarterback, shouldn't they should get a chance, too. Like,
it doesn't even matter if they're both not phenomenal. If they're playing good and having a good duel, then you should both give a chance, you know?
Like, Josh Allen had I think he was playing better than Patrick Mahomes that game.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Dude, the passes he made to the end zone,
yeah.
Like, a lot of, like, Kansas City, it was just because they just gave something, they ran up the field. That's it, obviously, right? But it's like one of their receivers made a good run. Patrick Mahomes didn't really make any good passes, but, like, that pass that he had, Josh Allen, like, I think it was the fourth quarter to... Who had 4 touchdowns for you guys?
Gabe Davis.
Yeah, that pass he made, like, behind, bro, like, you know what I'm talking about, like, in middle of the end zone? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That was a nasty pass.
It was really nice. But do you think we'll see teams start to defer in overtime now? so they see what they have to match.
What do you mean?
Like, in overtime, usually before this season, if you won the coin toss, you'd take the ball because you want to score. But now, like, because the way it works in college, both teams get a shot. In college, people defer to see what they have to match. Do you think we're going to see that? Because I think that's smarter. Because if you give them the ball and then they score a touchdown, you know, like, what you have to do. But if they don't score, all you have to do is get a field goal.
Yeah. I thought it was a touchdown no matter what, though, to win.
I mean, before.
No, I thought that's how it was now as well. But it's any point?
Any point.
Oh, yeah,
if they go down and score a touchdown, you still get the ball.
Yeah, and then if you score a touchdown, then it's any point?
Do you think teams, like, if, say, the first team that wins the coin toss, they defer, the other team scores a touchdown, do you think if they score, like, the second team scores a touchdown, they go for 2 and try to go for the win?
Yeah, that's safe, because then you score 2 from, like, 45
and then
now.
You win.
Yeah. Because, like, if you have a good kicker, like Baltimore.
2-point conversion.
Or 2-point conversion too, yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, I thought you meant like a field goal.
Like, if the first team that gets the ball scores a touchdown, does the second team, if they score a touchdown, do they go for 2 to get the win? Because even if they score a touchdown, the other team only needs a field goal at that point.
I'll see why not, because you're already in the red zone, so if you don't get the point, they start from there. So you still have, like...
Not if it's a 2-point conversion, you kick off anyway. Or no, you'd lose. You'd lose, because it's overtime. So if you don't get the 2-point, you lose, but if you get the 2-point, you win.
Oh, yeah, because you only have 6 points, yeah.
But
I feel like it depends. Depends on who, if the coach feels, like, real confident, and the quarterback, like a...
Like if Josh Allen's your quarterback, or like
Baltimore, when he was like, "Hey, do you want to go for?" He's like, "Fuck yeah!" Like kind of thing.
But I wish it got implemented into regular season too, because I absolutely hate ties so much.
It's pointless. Like, it doesn't need to be a thing.
I feel like in regular season it should just be like a field goal sudden death thing, where if it goes in, like, if you run out of overtime, you just get your kicker and incrementally go farther and farther until one of them don't make it.
Yeah.
Or just do like the college thing where they just do 2-point conversions until someone can't match it.
I like that. Honestly, the XFL. The XFL had the best way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. The XFL easily had the word.
I miss the XFL. Honestly.
It's coming back.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah, The Rock bought it. Yeah, The Rock bought it.
You know what? There's a topic about that. Since The Rock was at the Super Bowl, like, he announced the Super Bowl at the time, and he was the owner of the XFL, which means it's like a lot of people are thinking that there's going to be like a mini partnership there.
I think it's so smart they do that.
Yeah, because like it makes sense, and especially for the XFL standpoint, because instead of trying to be a competitor, because you're never going to compete against the NFL, it's just so massive. It's a lot better to try to go at the angle of we're gonna be buddies, and we'll advertise you, and like your play, because like the players that like don't get a lot of play time in the NFL can go play the XFL in the off season.
Because if they treat it like the NBA with G League, like a development league, or MLB with like the minors, I think that's so smart, because. Then you have people, you like scout them, like work their way, like they prove themselves in the XFL. They have a chance. An NFL team, like with what's his name for Carolina, who's the quarterback for in the XFL.
Walker.
Yeah, and he was killing it in the XFL.
He was like the MVP candidate. You know what I think would be interesting?
What?
If the worst team in the NFL win against the best team in the XFL.
That'd be fun.
And then the winner if the winner stays or goes to the NFL and the loser gets demoted. I always thought something that would be.
I don't think the owners would agree to that because that's
I don't think they would either.
But that'd be very fun.
That's like a massive revenue.
Yeah.
Hit.
Like
I feel like that would be interesting.
That'd be very fun.
I was talking with my girlfriend's family, Elizabeth. We were watching the Duke UNC game, but this, I promise it's relevant. They said that I told them that the worst pro team of any sport, basketball or football, would still beat the best college team. And I feel like that's, like, it's not even a thought. It should be, like, 100% a given.
So you think the Rockets could still be, I guess, UNC right now?
Yes. No shot. I think they're older, they're better. Just because they're not the best in the NBA, they still made it to the NBA, so they're no slack.
It's also two different styles of basketball, too.
Yeah.
And I feel like NBA basketball is more efficient. So, yeah, I can see that.
Like,
but here's the question, though.
In the NFL, I believe the Lions or, like, the Jaguars would beat, would beat Alabama or Georgia.
Will they play it in which, like, time, like, I guess... You know what I mean? Like in basketball, for example, they do 4 quarters, or they do 2 halves, because that could mean something.
I think either way, the NBA team wins.
Yeah.
Because it's like because the talent is just greater.
Also, because NBA is more physical, like.
Yeah, and like college is more top heavy, where the NBA is more well rounded.
Yeah.
And you need the depth players in a game like that to win.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you have a random bench player who just goes off.
The Houston Rockets have top college prospects on their team.
They got Christian Wood. They got what's his name?
Do they have Jalen Green?
Jalen Green. They have what's the other guy's name? I can't remember. He came from Cleveland.
But like they have
John Wall. They still have John Wall.
John Wall hasn't played all year.
But still, if we put in like a fantasy world where they put John Wall in, you know.
John Wall would wipe the floor with him.
Yeah, Eric Gordon's still there.
Eric Gordon, they're no slouch.
What's this guy's name?
And they were trying to. They said that it wouldn't it would. They said that the college team would win, and I'm like, there's no way because the NBA people have like the same amount of talent and more experience at the game of basketball, and they're older, so they're they know how things work.
Yeah, I think it's based off recency bias. You're like, oh, you're the worst team. Then obviously the best team somewhere else is gonna beat you. You know, what's this guy's name? Kevin Porter Jr. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. Bro, and they had Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, he got traded from the Celtics.
Did not know that.
But
anywho,
I feel like the Jaguars would beat the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
100%.
So that's definitely more physical, and the people in NFL they have a lot more time to train. You know,
and they're they're bigger, they're stronger, they're smarter. They're everything is just higher level. Because
just for example, if you look at player wise, if you look at Joe Burrow when he was in LSU to Joe Burrow now, obviously Joe Burrow is a significantly better player now.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, if he went back to college, would wipe the floor with everyone.
Oh my God, they would not lose a game.
Yeah, it's unreal. And I just wanted to bring that up because I want to know your opinion on it.
I agree.
Because it made me angry that they said otherwise. Because it made me feel.
I'll put it this way for you.
Yeah.
If you do in baseball terms, right, you get the worst just trust me. You get the Baltimore Orioles, right, who were absolute dog water last season in the MLB against the best college baseball team. I don't know who, but just for number wise, in college baseball, they're averaging their fastball 94, 95, right? In the MLB, the average is almost 98. That difference, and the amount also on the breaking balls, the amount of break it is and how fast it is in MLB is so significant that would take so much time for a college player just all of a sudden adapt to that, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so the Colts this year, Carson Wentz kind of flopped, at least. But do you think it was right for their owner to call out Carson Wentz and say that it was a mistake publicly?
No, that's the wrong way to do anything because it makes people not want to come there now.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, oh, so if I'm bad, I'm at a risk of my owner, who basically has the money for me, to say I'm shit. When it's obviously the quarterback's going to be it's unprofessional, yeah. And the quarterback's going to go, well, it's a team sport. It's not just me. You know, so like it's obviously like they're gonna feel jaded because it's obviously not just their fault. You know,
I wouldn't
like,
want to play there.
Exactly. That was bad. It's also gonna ruin the chemistry in the locker room because probably a lot of people like Carson Wentz. You know.
Yeah.
But
he said that he wasn't a good leader, and didn't gel well with the team, and he said these things publicly.
Just cap. They even shown that they were like the team was kind of had decent chemistry, and I don't feel like it was just Carson Wentz that ruined that.
I just feel like it's disrespectful and
it's immature.
They're immature, especially for an owner, where like your every move you do is seen.
That's just the owner's job. It's just to talk, and usually they always talk out of their ass. So,
but the Colts now are going into their 5th year with a different starting quarterback.
You saw that tweet someone on their team made when they traded Carson Wentz?
No, what was it?
It was basically like, fuck yeah, Colts, 4th year for me in the NFL with a 4th different quarterback. Love that.
5 years.
5 years. Well, it was for him, I think.
From Andrew Luck to Jacoby to Phillip to Carson to now Matt Ryan.
Well, I think it was for him. It was only his 4th year because he was like a rookie or something when they traded Andrew Luck. But he was like, I love that. This is awesome. What a great thing we're doing. And then he was like, then send love to Carson Wentz and all kinds of stuff, saying he was a good dude.
I don't know, man.
I can find it.
I don't know what they're like. Why haven't they just drafted someone? Like, Matt Ryan, sure, is good, but he's only going to be there for like a couple of years, right? And if I'm Matt Ryan, why would I want to be there? Because if you don't perform up to their standards, they should be out.
Yep.
Like no cap. I feel like if they still had Andrew Luck right now, they'd be a Super Bowl team. They would have won a Super Bowl if Andrew Luck stayed. Like, I feel like that's.
Hold on, I think I found the tweet. Oh, so it was Darius Leonard. Of all people. He went, here we go again. About to be 5 years with the Colts and 5 different QBs. Thank you, Carson, for everything you did this year. Wishing you nothing but the best.
I feel bad.
So it was 5 years, you're right. But still, like.
And I don't know what they did. I feel like they're kind of on the hot seat because they've tried so many things that if this one doesn't work out, I feel like they're gonna be like
they gotta blow it up.
They gotta blow it up.
Like they been need to be honest.
But in it, my main issue is that they had all this cap to go get good like people, and they didn't spend any of it. And they could have gotten out like if they got Allen Robinson and Matt Ryan, like
that'd be so good.
I would be like, you know, they're actually a threat now. But they have Michael Pittman, and then that's it. Like, and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, something a little off topic, but it's related to Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz, out of any player in the NFL, has had the most different like color jerseys. He went from green to blue, now to red. You know.
Yeah.
Be a fucking power. He's a Powerpuff Girl.
Yeah, but like the command, like this is good for Carson Wentz because like that's the best like wide receiver or QB that like Terry McLaurin's the best wide receiver he has ever had, and he's the best QB that Terry McLaurin's ever had.
Yeah,
which is.
And they still have a pretty decent defense, you know. Like
they just got beat up last year.
Yeah.
But do you think Lamar Jackson signed his contract? I'm kind of worried.
If he doesn't, I'd be shocked.
He's going into his 5th year option without an extension.
If he doesn't sign the extension, I'll be very shocked.
And he says he's not in any rush. But
and he could just want to wait, you know, just to be like, just focus on the season ahead. Then, like midway through, kind of be like, all right, let's worry about this now.
I think it's more of a money thing, and they don't want to pay him like top dollar.
Which I feel like is a little disrespectful to him.
Yeah, because like,
he's still good, like really good, top 10. Like
historically, after you pay a quarterback, your team gets substantially worse. Because like Tom Brady won 3 Super Bowls, became like a top 5 highest paid quarterback, and they didn't win for 10 years.
Damn, it was really 10 years.
Yeah, it was from I believe 2006 to 16.
But they were always still in the hunt though. Every year.
Yeah, but like you could be in the hunt, but they didn't win a Super Bowl.
Okay, well, okay. To be fair, a couple of those they were in the Super Bowl, and it just came down to some BS.
No, they didn't make the Super Bowl for 10 years.
Was New York really that long ago? 2000?
No, they won 2012. Wait, I'm
looking it up.
I'm
just to make
thinking,
sure, because I'm confused now.
They won that Super Bowl and then didn't go back till 17, I believe, or 2016, 2017.
Super Bowl.
Well, I meant for like 6 years, because after
Still,
06,
yeah, you're right.
After 06, he got paid, and that's 6 years.
No, you're right. It was 2015. That's when they won the next one. Yeah. 2005 to 2015.
Because they
10 years,
they made it to Super Bowls, but they lost.
Mm-hmm.
And like Patrick Mahomes hasn't, like, his contract's about to kick in. Yeah. He's getting paid $50 million a year.
And it's already showing. It's already showing that Kansas City's getting worse.
It's a fourth of the cap. It's a fourth, like a quarter of the cap.
And Kansas City has literally shown it got worse already. They had to lose Tyreek. They're signing a bunch of nobodies.
They couldn't pay him.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like,
but it's weird. It's a slippery slope because you obviously want to play your quarterback because it's the biggest part of your offense.
And like,
good quarterback.
Obviously, like I would want to go get my money.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get money, like, anyway.
Especially like, someone from like Lamar Jackson who didn't come from money, and he's like, I can make more money. I'm gonna want more money. You know, like.
Yeah, but like, would you rather have the money or a ring?
Yeah, that's where it comes down to.
Because like, if, like, in my opinion, I mean, I'm never gonna be in a position to make this decision, but I would choose a pay cut to be better as a team.
Because if you already, even the pay cut, you still have enough money for the rest of your life.
You're still set.
Forever.
Like,
even the money he made already.
A pay cut for a quarterback's like $30 million a year.
Yeah.
Which is still really good.
And the money he made already, he's set. So like he doesn't even need, like, everything now is just a plus.
And chances now, if you take a pay cut now, win a Super Bowl, you're gonna get another contract around the same value, and you we're probably by the end of your career have like 200 mil career earnings. That's more than anyone will ever need.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's generational type of money.
So yeah, I think he should definitely resign then, like, no doubt.
I think they should resign, but there's always a chance that he won't.
And if he doesn't, he's stupid.
I feel like if he gets injured this year, like again, it might hit his value. Because that's what the second or third year in a row he's got injured.
Yeah, that would significantly hurt his value. Because even plus that, every injury is gonna get worse. You know.
But they have to, because before Lamar came, John Harbaugh was on the hot seat. Like the Joe Flacco was not. And then Lamar came in and they went 6-1. Like, he's obvious, and then they went 14-2 the next year. And set the all-time rushing record.
I mean, it's been proven that they can do great things.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, last year, they just got injured.
Yeah.
Like, they would have been really competitive. They just got hurt.
Who knows? And what if AB goes there? If AB has a chance in the NFL again, and he goes there. Still.
I'm done with AB.
I'm just saying, though.
I don't want to talk about him anymore. I don't.
I understand. But just like
I mean, he's the top 15 wide receiver of all time, but he's the top one craziest wide receiver of all time.
Yeah.
Like, more respect to Mike Tomlin for doing that.
Yeah, I think he wasn't even really that crazy until, like, towards the end. And Mike Tomlin was like, what the fuck?
Bro, I missed the Killer Bees, bro.
Bro, they were nasty.
It was something different to watch. But I'm surprised we haven't talked about this yet, but the Patriots traded for Devontae Parker.
Forgot about that, yeah. That's big.
I'm surprised the Dolphins traded him in division. But I don't really think...
Like I said last podcast, granted Dolphins are making some good signs, but it's still the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to do some sus stuff.
I don't really think this moves the needle for the Patriots at all. I think...
No,
like,
definitely, but it helps a lot.
It helps, but A, he has an injury history. Yeah. B, he's had like one good season.
That's true.
And like, it's another wide receiver that's good but not great that the Patriots have.
It's just I think it's also he has Bill Belichick now, and Bill Belichick can do some good things with players who are just like okay, so who knows?
Not on the offense, bro. And they lost their OC. They lost their OC.
That's true. That's true.
And I don't recent memory. I don't trust Bill Belichick to draft someone.
Yeah.
Like his recent draft history has been rough.
Yeah.
And I just think the Patriots are falling behind. They're not they're trying to stick to the old way when last year it kind of worked, and then they ran into the Bills, and then got buzzsawed in the playoffs.
But Mac Jones did a gritty in the Pro Bowl, dude.
He wasn't even supposed to be. I don't even know how he went to the Pro Bowl. The only reason he was in the Pro Bowl is because Josh Allen said he didn't want to play in the Pro Bowl. That's literally the only reason.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. Someone's calling me. Hold on. Oh, it's a spam risk. No bueno. No bueno. But I just feel I don't know. I just feel the Patriots are gonna fall behind, and I think they have the potential to be the worst team in that division if Zach Wilson makes the year 2 jump that everyone expects him to.
I'm gonna say we'll see on that. I don't have an opinion on that one yet.
But I feel the Bills will still win the division.
Yeah.
The Dolphins come in
second. Yeah.
And then Patriots third or fourth. We'll see. But Mac Jones, I feel is at his ceiling of what he his potential.
Yeah.
Because we've seen a quarterback like him. He's like a Jimmy G. He's good, but
he has more upside than Jimmy G.
Elite.
But
I mean, but they do the same thing. They're accurate, make quick decisions.
Yeah.
And they're not as mobile as
you
would want them to be.
For sure.
And they lost J.C. Jackson.
Yeah.
And
they've lost a couple things.
They've gotten overall worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know who hasn't signed with anybody yet? Gronk.
I think he's done.
I think he just goes back to Tampa Bay, but I just think he's waiting for some reason. Because I remember before Tom Brady came back, he was like, "I want to play
Buffalo
with Joe Burrow."
Oh yeah, that too. He said both. He said him and Josh Allen.
And then Buffalo was interested in him. And now, this is out of nowhere. Buffalo Bills are interested in Stephon Gilmore. He's still a free agent. Reunion?
That'd be
reunion time?
Big. I think we talked about that last time, though.
Yeah. But now it's sources are bringing that,
really?
Saying that the Bills are interested. Bleacher Report said that.
Interesting.
And him next to Tre'Davious White. Scary time. Scary hours.
That would be pretty scary in the backfield.
I kind of wish we got... Did you see Casey Hayward tweeted why can't we be... Because he went to the Falcons, right? And he was like, why can't we be content? He was like, why can't we be contenders? And then the comments...
Atlanta?
The comment section absolutely torched the man.
You all love to him.
You're on the Falcons.
Yeah, all love to him on Marcus Mariota. Yeah, Marcus Mariota's a quarterback.
He's not bad.
Yeah. That's just it's Marcus Mariota, you know?
Do you have any potential second-year breakout candidates for this year? At the top of my list, I have Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Zach Wilson. Javonte Williams. Especially behind Russell Wilson.
Maybe Russell Gage?
I mean, Russell Gage's already been in the NFL for a couple of years.
Has he?
Yeah.
I thought he just got drafted.
No. He is 26. This was last year of his rookie contract. So he's going into his 5th year.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what I was thinking.
Elijah Moore from the Jets?
I think, honestly, Kyle Pitts is his 2nd year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Kyle Pitts definitely can make a good... Possibly.
Yeah, has 1,000 yards, but...
No touchdowns. Give him more touchdowns. Touchdown? Give him more than one touchdown. I feel like it's a breakout.
Yeah. If he go... I mean, I could... that's the only really weapon Mariota has.
Yeah. Maybe Trey Lance, if they do the whole thing the situation we talked about earlier, you know?
Bro, Trey Lance is gonna be a bust.
I don't know. We don't know. One knows. No one knows.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he bases everything I was already
Deshaun
thinking.
Watson?
Honestly, yeah. Anything he does this year will be a breakout.
Yeah, because he hasn't played in a year.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no one really I can think of. Trevor Lawrence, we already said that. Zach Wilson. Yeah. So, yeah, that's really who I was thinking.
Do you think that what teams do you see improving, like, record-wise from last year?
Obviously, Dolphins. Dolphins, 100%.
Lions.
Jets.
Broncos.
Broncos, yeah.
Chargers,
definitely.
Even, I mean, they were competitive for a playoff spot, but still gonna improve. I think the Commanders.
Yeah, definitely the Commanders.
Why do you gotta say it like that?
It's the only way. It's their name.
Jacksonville, I can see being better.
Maybe.
Sleeping on the Jaguars.
I feel like it's okay to sleep.
You snoring.
I'll snore on the Jaguars. I feel like that's totally allowed.
I think the Vikings have a better year. I think they went 8-9 last year.
Because now they'll be healthy next year, so yeah.
Yeah, and they'll have a better
Baltimore, obviously, if they're healthy.
Baltimore, if they're healthy. Man, we're naming a lot of teams.
I mean, a lot of teams had just unlucky seasons last year.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams got better.
What team do you think will make the biggest jump?
Miami. Yeah. I mean, they signed everybody. So, like...
Yeah, but it all rests on Tua's shoulders now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I believe in him to do that.
Okay, then I guess for a more safe bet, I would have to give it
Broncos.
to... Yeah, Broncos.
I just trust Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And Jerry Jeudy breakout year. Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, yeah, duh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it really his second year? I thought it was his third
year.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But he doesn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna drop like 1,300 yards or something this season. Ridiculous.
I can see that. That'd be nasty. That's gonna be a nasty duo.
His route running is nasty.
Oh my god! I think he was the best wide receiver of that draft, guaranteed.
Yeah. Probably.
And we could have had him alongside Debo, but that's okay.
Who did you draft instead?
Some defensive tackle.
Solomon Thomas?
No, I think
we talked about.
Yeah, and you said Solomon Thomas.
Some dude that I have never heard of.
Yeah, it's like Quentin Alexander or something. I don't know. What year was that? 2020?
Yeah.
Trent Williams.
So I thought that was your left tackle.
It says he's a veteran, which is a little weird. No, sorry. Enable ads. God damn it, give me a second.
I thought Trent Williams was
Javian Kinlaw, that's who it was.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Cats are making a ruckus in my bathroom.
A ruckus. Yeah, he was our 14th pick.
So y'all could have had
Jared Jeudy. Henry Ruggs. Justin Jefferson. Who knows Henry Ruggs, but...
Yeah. You could have had Jalen Reagor.
I would have wanted him over Quinlaw. Like, when we drafted him, our own fan website gave him a C.
Y'all, it wasn't a need. It really wasn't.
Because we had the best defense that year.
Yeah.
Like...
I don't know, man. What teams do you think fall off? Like, hard. I believe you got the Seahawks.
Yeah, definitely. But they were already pretty bad last year.
Yeah, the Packers.
Packers definitely. Well, I put them up as maybe just because if they get DK and if they get a good draft pick.
I think the Chiefs.
Yeah,
maybe not much, but like.
Because Juju will still give them decent numbers, but nowhere near Tyreek. So like.
You mean Mr. TikTok himself?
He said he's not in TikTok anymore. Cause I think he's afraid of Jackson Mahomes.
I don't believe it. I don't
believe it either, but I think he's afraid of Jackson Mahomes. So he's gonna actually try to stop.
I think the Patriots fall.
I was gonna say them too.
I think the Colts fall. Actually, no. I think the Colts stay about the same.
Yeah.
The Falcons definitely fall.
I mean,
they went 7-9 last year.
Yeah.
So I think they are. I think they got the first pick locked up right now.
The Bills.
I think. Bro, what?
I'm kidding.
I think
your face gets so serious.
I think the Cowboys fall off a bit.
Yeah, definitely, because they suck.
So do their fans.
Completely unbiased.
Completely unbiased. 49ers fan.
No relation.
No relation at all.
But yeah,
I had a team in my mind, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
Cleveland?
Cleveland? No, I think they get better.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals fall off a little bit.
Yeah, I think they have that Super Bowl. What's it called? Like that Super Bowl.
Cinderella run.
Cinderella, yeah.
Yeah, but
That's a maybe.
I think the team who falls off the well, not like the hardest, but like the most noticeable will be the Chiefs.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even think they're gonna win their own division. I think they're gonna be a wild card team.
Yeah, who's in the division? The Broncos are in the division, right?
Chargers, Broncos, Raiders.
100% wild card. Raiders definitely gonna get better.
Raiders get better.
Definitely.
You add a number 1 wide receiver, like the best wide receiver.
And Derek Carr, who's always been good, just never had weapons, really.
And they know each other. Like
very well.
They know each other.
And they only gotten better since they've last played.
But their defense got a little worse.
But their offense got so much better. I think it's gonna help make up for it.
And that allows Hunter Renfrow to even to go into his role, and Darren Waller. Their offense is
Watch Devontae Adams get hurt week 1.
If that happens, I'm literally gonna kill you.
I'm just saying.
Jinx it.
I'm not. I would.
Like, I think. Let me look at the Chiefs' schedule, because I think it's like insanely difficult.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't use the bathroom so bad.
They obviously played everyone in their division. I think they split with the Chargers, so one.
Yeah.
I think they split with the Broncos.
Yeah.
I think they sweep the Raiders.
No, I think the Raiders would win 100%.
So that we're at 3-3, and then their only like easy wins, are the Texans and the Jaguars and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Other than that, the rest of their schedule, the Cardinals.
And the Jaguars always win 1. My dad's calling me. Give me a second. I'm sorry.
But I'm gonna keep commentating. So
Hello?
The Chiefs play the Cardinals.
Hello?
The Broncos twice.
Yeah?
The Chargers twice. The Raiders twice.
I'm recording
and then they play the Texans, the Colts,
I'm almost done.
the Jaguars, the Titans. They play the Rams, who just won a Super Bowl. They play the Niners, who've gotten better. They play the Bengals, who just went to the Super Bowl. They play the Bills and the Bucks.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Like, we could sit here and see them being like 9-8, 10-7.
They might have like a Lakers situation to where like they just
because like the way this AFC is going, AFC might not even be or 10-7 might not even be a wild card spot.
Yeah.
Like, you might have to be an 11-win team to make it into the wild card. It's just that competitive this year.
Who knows? Maybe Patrick Mahomes just goes X Games mode.
With who?
I don't know. Maybe he just goes crazy.
Can only get so many targets per game.
Juju, bro. Like,
bruh, Juju is washed. Juju is not good.
Who knows?
He hasn't been good since
he had Ben Roethlisberger.
And a top 10 quarterback of all time?
But Ben Roethlisberger was 30 million years old with a beer belly that was 30 pounds plus his weight.
Okay, he had a good season, and then Antonio Brown left. Ben Roethlisberger was still respectable.
Yeah, that's true.
And he fell off hard.
That's true.
Hard.
He's not a number 1 option. You're right.
He's not a number 1. They don't have a number 1 option.
Josh Gordon, bro.
Bro, Josh Gordon hasn't been good since 2012. Like, that was so long ago. I mean, they have they don't have a bad receiving core. It's the worst. Like, I think it's like one of the worst receiving cores in the AFC. Like, maybe like, I think the Jaguars have a better receiving core. Okay, maybe I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, but that's a leap.
But like they're around the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't have a number one, but they have Travis Kelce. So
yeah, so he's basically he's your number one. He just can't
Travis
run
Kelce
anything.
after getting 40 targets a game. And he's him and Gronk are the same age.
No way.
Yes, they are the same age.
With the same draft?
No, Gronk was drafted earlier, I believe.
Fuck, dude.
Gronk, best tight end of all time. Calling it. Think he's better than Kelce.
Tony Gonzalez, though?
Who has more touchdowns?
Good point. Who had Tom Brady?
Who has more rings?
Who had Tom Brady?
Tony Gonzalez had... Where was he?
Arizona. No,
Tony
Atlanta,
Matt
then
Ryan.
Kansas City.
Matt Ryan ain't no slouch.
I think it was before Matt Ryan, though. Actually, I'm curious.
I think he was on their team when they went to the Super Bowl. Right?
His last year was 2013, so yeah. No.
No, wait.
No.
His last year was 2013.
He played with Kansas, then Atlanta.
Yeah, but he still put up ridiculous numbers.
Yeah, he did. He was insane. He had 12,000 yards one year.
Yeah, man, I didn't realize how good he was.
Or 1,200, whatever, however you say that.
His
Tony Gonzalez like that, bro.
Tony Gonzalez was my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Obviously.
I'm about to say, bro, that man was different. Look at his touchdowns in his career, bro. That's amazing.
I still think Gronk is better.
Yeah, but I think it's like very close.
Like longevity-wise, Tony Gonzalez, but like Gronk, his prime was so dominant. Like you couldn't stop him. Even if you doubled him, he was. And when you listen to him talk, it's so. The way he talks.
He was born out the womb, and was meant to be a tight end his whole life.
Yeah, like he.
Yeah, I caught the ball and I ran.
Gronk played a lot less. I mean, he only has 92 touchdowns compared to Tony Gonzalez's 111, but he's also played like way less seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had a 17 touchdown season.
And then Gronk had a lot of big moments where he proved himself. You know.
Yeah. Like he was a very important piece to those Super Bowl teams.
And especially when Tampa Bay, he did anything. He did nothing basically all year. He caught what, 2 touchdowns,
playoffs.
2 or 3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
That's why he's the MVP. The GOAT. The GOAT. Bro, Leonard Fournette deserved that Super Bowl MVP. Don't at me.
Yeah. But I think Tom Brady won it, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the quarterbacks win every award.
They always win it. It's
I hate it. I hate it.
I agree.
Because, like, instead of calling it the MVP, why don't we just call it the best quarterback award?
Yeah.
Like, that's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
And then the offensive player of the year is like
I couldn't tell you the last. Wait, didn't someone else win MVP last Super Bowl? Or was it Matthew Stafford?
It was Matthews. No, it was Cooper Kupp at the MVP this year.
The Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cooper Kupp won. Oh boy.
good for him.
But like someone like a non-quarterback hasn't won an MVP since I believe Adrian Peterson. Though I believe Cooper Kupp deserved it this year more than Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, that man carried my fantasy.
He had a triple crown. Like that's only happened like
He
a
carried
couple
my fantasy.
times. Bruh, he was a free agent. Like no one well, I was in a 4-person league, so like.
Oh, okay. He was my first pick.
You want to do fantasy this year?
Sure.
What if you won me fantasy, bro?
I'll lose.
But he carried me. He dropped like 20 points a game.
Yeah.
And it was the best thing ever. Do you think Tom Brady retires after this year?
Maybe one more.
No matter what.
Maybe one more. Maybe, depending on how the season goes.
This is one more.
Depending on how the season goes, I think see him one more.
I think he goes to the Dolphins. There's buzz around him going to the Dolphins.
I think he's just retired at that point.
So he'll be what, 46?
Yeah, like bro, like
that hasn't stopped him though. Like
you're at any normal job,
He's
you're near
44.
retirement. Like
He's made all the buku bucks.
Yeah, like if any normal job, like if he was like a firefighter or like a police officer, you're at the age of retirement basically. Like
yeah, like I don't know. I just was excited to not see Tom Brady in the league anymore.
I'm honestly okay with it.
I'm like fine with it, but like
Yeah.
I just want to see someone else.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because like the Bucks are now gonna be like everywhere in the media, and they're gonna be like,
Yes.
"Oh,
Yeah.
are the Bucks Super Bowl favorites? Oh, could the Bucks win? Will Tom Brady retire again?"
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna be. It's like I don't have beef with him. I just have beef with the media.
Yeah.
And the same about Patrick Mahomes, because everyone sucks Patrick Mahomes' dick, and I'm tired of it.
I agree.
Like literally,
he threw one pass, not looking, sidearm.
Yeah. Literally on ESPN for like a year. Like NFL, they have on their Instagram, just like on a random day, they're like, just a random excuse for us to post Patrick Mahomes highlights, and everyone in the comments was like, "Stop sucking his dick, bro."
But when
like,
Patrick Mahomes dies, on his casket will be a GIF of him throwing that pass. Like that's like till he dies, they'll have that.
Till he dies. I don't know. I don't like it.
I agree.
But yeah.
Yeah. I think
that's it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the episode. Thank you guys for coming around, listening. Check out check out all of our previous videos, our previous podcasts. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that follow button. Turn on the notification bell. Rate us on Spotify 5 stars. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Twitter. And have an amazing day.
Adios.